Yo. You know what time it is. It's your music coffee hour. Let's get it rolling. The Super Bowl happened. Somebody won. They played football. Apparently, it was a pretty fun game to watch. I didn't hear too much about it, but I did hear that some sick music happened. I'm not a football guy. Roast me down below. But it always has some interesting tunes, and it's interesting to see what's real about it and how much of it is just tracks, fake nonsense for performative manner. I love looking at that factor. And like, the point of the Super Bowl is the football, but they've gotten so much more viewership, so much more out of it by making it a musical experience. So people who are not into football at all can kind of get fully down with what's happening. All of the people are tuning into the halftime show. All of the people are tuning into the Super Bowl because it's the biggest event thing to watch, yada yada. So some cool music happened at it, I think. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. We'll start with the opener. We had Green Day, I believe, open it up. Hold on, a little bit. We had Green Day open that thing up, especially come 2025. We have Green Day opening the 2025 SMH. 2026, we have Green Day opening the Super Bowl. Kind of strange, but it'll be interesting to see like how real of a performance did they put on. How is Green Day sounding in 2026 at a giant event, especially? Let's find out. We gotta let it load first. So, wait for me tabs open. It's gonna be so nice to close some of this shit out. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Super Bowl music. What do we think, huh? Oh boy, this feels like it's gonna be cringe, but it might not be. Let's see how we get a little bit of that time of your life at the beginning. Trey Cool is always Trey Cool. We got a full drum set, a pretty sick set-piece, giant speaker looking things. We all know those aren't playing. The first question here is it real? My guess from how dog shit those cymbal hits sound is yes, because it's mic'd in a stadium arena, so it's not gonna sound great. But let's see. We're looking for wacky auto-tune. We're looking to see if anything looks strange. Yada yada. Kind of sounds like garbage, which makes me think that it might be real. Because typically, if it just sounds like trash, that's kind of what we're talking about, man. That means that it is actually being played in the stadium versus being entirely recorded prematurely. Let's see if we can get this shit to reconnect. Hold on. No, we just stopped the streaming. SMH, if you're watching as the stream, I'm sorry. We're back. Here we go. No Remo's Wade or Black Wax or Sweet Black or something on there. Remo Ebony, some kind of blacked out head to make it really bad sounding, but really punchy and cracky. They're trying to make it look and sound good for the live environment. So and there it is. It's live. It's real. At least the Green Day part. You can tell because you hear just a you hear the air cannons going off more than you hear the actual song. You're just pulling some kind of live mix, whether it be mics from the stadium or a mixture of the actual board mix with the rest of it. Yeah. All right, on some music industry shit, I'm going to assume that we're hitting some kind of anniversary of that album, American something or other. You know which album. And that's why we're hearing these songs, and Green Day is getting a push back into the mainstream, and that's why they give out these phone fingers with that album cover logo on there. I don't know if that's my guess, but why is Green Day playing this thing in 2026? You know, they're good. Green Day's kept up. Their new music was kind of garbage, but why else besides the marketing thing are they playing this? So far it's live, it's sounding good. It's a timeless song, everybody knows, but why? For the age, though, they don't look or sound half bad. You know, like Billy Armstrong's still going strong. His kid might have done some weird shit, and I wish that didn't happen because that was a really good band, but like, left side, big old floor tom, nice. Backup snare, and into Boulevard, broken greens. Not like anybody was expecting them to not play that motherfucking song. There's definitely some tracks happening here, but I think it's more live than most things you're going to hear in this kind of environment. For example, just to help show that, we have the fact that like there's no acoustic guitar sound happening, but obviously the song is a large acoustic guitar sound. Plus the tracks that don't know, like I'm sure one of these synths or keyboard could play them, but I doubt it's happening. This is got the grass. But they're hitting their big choruses. It sounds good, and I'm sure the crowd's at least somewhat enjoying it, but it does feel kind of flat. Feels like we're doing it for the marketing to say we're doing it. Yeah, playing all the hits. No, to not do too much of Boulevard of Broken Dreams because we want hype energy, not down energy. I gotta stop being a hater because like it's cool as fuck that Green Day still gets to do this. They're being rock stars and it's reinvigorating the people who grew up watching them. And it's like, yeah, no, it's still hype. It's still cool. I'm being a little bit of a hater. Who knows why they're doing it, but I hope more of this vibe continues. It's cool as shit that it sounds this live at a Super Bowl opening ceremony. And it's cool that they're having more and more music at the Super Bowl. Unless you're a big football fan, most people are, but like, unless you really, really just want to see the game, it's cool that they're having more big music things because I see how well halftime works, and it just gives more entertainment, more opportunities. Hi! No! It is kind of hype and powerful that they're playing this album that's a little bit politically driven, a little bit prerogative. I don't even know what words I'm saying, but relevant to the times because fuck all that shit that's going on right now. It's crazy, and we need people like Billy Joe Armstrong or Green Day and that anti kind of motion, that anti-movement to stand up and push again, that angry shit, because it's like, yeah, let's bring it back. Times are worse than ever. Time to be angry, bitch boys. Let's go. Sorry, the video is in 2 quality now, I realize. Like, bro, what is it? My Wi-Fi can't handle this shit? What's the issue here? Oh, banger! What's up with this giant DSLR on a stick? Like, come on, buddy. It's 2026. Get them mirrorless. And they got some football people out there. They got some footballers out there. Whoa! Nah, that was pretty good. Good opening ceremony. Good energy. High energy. Everybody knows these tunes. Everybody loves these tunes. A little weird on the marketing front. Sounds like it's half live, half tracks, because you don't get anything too crazy, but it sounds kind of bad. They dial in the mix. Means they didn't have much sound check. There's some tracks that kind of back it all up. But it seems more live than most things you hear in this kind of large of a venue, in this big of an event space. And I like that. We're getting a little bit more of that. We've seen that more and more. We've had some live things in big spaces recently that were actually a little live, hearing more mistakes, which is huge in the era of AI music, because it's like, fuck yeah, we need to and want to hear some of those mistakes and those humanisms when robots are making music every day. Hell yeah, that's the first one. That's the opening performance. I know there's a couple more things, and I want to make sure we hit all the musical notes. And Bad Bunny, of course, is our main attraction. So let's see if we find anything else in here. What is this? I think this is probably from Super Bowl as well. Gotta let that shit low. Sponsored by Turning Point USA. How interesting. No political things, but isn't that kind of a little strange to have everything sponsored by them at this current time? Rest in peace and everything, but it feels a little weird. What do I know? I actually don't know anything. I don't keep up with any of that shit. It looks like we have Till You Can't performed by Kid Rock at the halftime show. So strange. We have like positive political movement, and then looks like we're gonna have Kid Rock here, who basically just, is Kid Rock might be a little weird, might feel a little pro-Trump and basically racist music. But what do I know? Why am I out of focus as hell? Come on. What the hell is it? There we go. Jesus Christ. Can't have nothing nice around here, huh? It could be a little strange. Turning Point USA. Like, I don't get it. Why is this the sponsor, and why do they have Kid Rock? Why are we why is this Republican coded at the halftime show? But also, like, ice coded with the rest of the halftime show, and Anarchy of Green Day and Bad Bunny, obviously. Like, what is the co-mingling points we're trying to make here? Are we trying to bring the teams together? Are we trying to, speak to both teams at an event that everybody watches and try and make some kind of weird point? I don't trust shit. Maybe it's bring people together. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's some weird thing. So we see Turning Point USA with all this, anti-Republican shit, and you kind of get the two messages flip-flopped and think everybody's good again. I don't think too much. You can't perform live by Kid Rock. No more shooting Bud Light cans. He's here at the halftime show. Another one you wouldn't think to see, which is what I think they get you with some of the surprise, but why is he here, When is the last time Kid Rock made a banger? I can't tell you. Let's hear it though. Let's find out. Who the fuck is Robert Ritchie? Is that Kid Rock coming in soon? Ah, see immediately. No, wrong vibe. You're bringing sad country vibes to the Super Bowl where we're about to watch grown 300-pound men run into each other for 2.5 hours. That ain't it, Chief. Boo! Nah, bro. This ain't it. This is bad. This is like a 1 out of 10. Like, maybe it's real, but it's boring as hell. It's slow, dark vibes at a hype event. I don't get why they do this. Is it to make the good music seem better? Bro, you ain't Zach Bryan. You ain't the whole new wave of actual good country artists putting emotion into their shit. You're Kid Rock, bro. What is... It's a good song, though. I won't hate on the actual song, but I will hate on, wrong event to play the song at. And, what's happening? Why country mixed with Bad Bunny mixed with Green Day? Why are we, trying to please everybody at the Super Bowl? All right, we're, a minute and a half later, and it's the same vibe. We're hoping the song builds so something hype. Oh, my fucking God. What is this? This is trash. This is trash for the Super Bowl. It's what is this? Holy fuck. Yeah, maybe it's a good message and a good song. Halftime music. Super Bowl, baby. Football. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't football. This is I'm yapping and trying to do sad country music. We get it. It's all marketing ploys. He paid money to do the show. He's gonna be trying to promote this new song and a whole new sad country vibe. I'm Kid Rock. I make real shooting Bud Light cans, and I didn't build a copy of the White House for no fucking reason. It's weird. It's a good song. Wrong nigga. We're out. That's the one. Why'd you put that shit in? I think something meant to refresh and check and see what Bad Bunny actually brought. I think it's gonna be bangers. Some people are being controversial, as always, especially after the Kendrick halftime. Everybody's looking for every detail to mean everything. And is it really gonna? I doubt it. Maybe I'm hating because I'm not gonna get 400K views and I ain't fucking making a full video talking about it. Do we really need it explained? Do we really need all this garbage about it? Maybe. I don't know. Dude, ew, it was a whole ass fucking show. A whole ass show by Kid Rock about that garbage. Those for it, and players hated it, and we're just gonna watch and talk about it musically, see if it's fake and on tracks entirely, or if there's anything real about it, and then maybe look at some of the controversy, just so I'm keeping up to date. But bro, just take the show as it is. I don't know. It's the whole thing's kind of weird though. All the musical choices, the way that the NFL and the people are trying to give you rock, country, Bad Bunny, vibes of Republican, vibes of Democrat, they're trying to do some weird shit, I'm sure, but the music, pretty solid. Let's see what the main event had to hold. Right off rip, though, we all gotta say it. Spanish, Latin-inspired music, so goddamn good. It just proves it vibes. It makes you move. I just listened to the Victor Wu book about the spirit of music, and like, it is full of it, and I love it for that. I don't know if there's a culture of music I love more than Spanish music. Like, what do you call American music? Just American music, garbage, metal, blah blah blah. It's so vibey, it's so good. What a good vibe to bring for really drunk people too for a halftime show like this. It's just to get everybody hyped. Controversy, good music. Let's get it. Bro, they trying to take the stream down. You try to talk about Bad Bunny, and they try to take that stream down. God, they sounds entirely on track. I entirely, obviously, don't know the language, so I'm mostly gonna be talking just about music elements. Obviously, probably there's some symbolism going on, which is super cool, and I'm down for it. I don't even know what I was saying before. I hope I didn't come across like a hater. I love it. Put across your message and put a cool art piece across. That's what Super Bowl ends up being for with this halftime show thing, at least. So when I say it's hype music, it's all gonna be on track. I assume if you wear the headset mic, like, come on, it's too clear to not be on track. It's literally no actual musicians like that have to be involved. I'm sure some musicians played on it, maybe, especially if it's Trevor doing it. Like, they put together the whole thing, but there's no reason for this to have any real aspect to it. They put some arena verb in there, so it kind of sounds like it, but unless we see some live mess ups or anything that really stands out, I'm just gonna assume that this shit is just on track. Cool ass video, cool ass kind of set pieces, kind of really just setting Spanish Latin culture, it would seem, kind of going over some stuff. I'm sure I'm missing so much. They don't understand language. We're watching in 2K quality again. Holy fuck, come on, you close together. But I switched from more kind of chill, talking about some shit vibe, to the party super chill song vibes. They got the dancers rolling at the big set piece moment. The music sounds really good, but there's no reason. Again, he's saying his lyrics, all the words, but especially for the American audience of it, it wouldn't matter if you're saying the right or wrong things or if it's live or not. And especially with how the actual music's going, mostly electronic bass, we're mostly just playing the tracks anyway. It's cool music in the tracks, very inspired stuff with real instruments and some electronic synthy stuff, but there's no reason for it to be live. I mean, we get it. Cool ass dancers, but we don't literally just have to have undershots of them shaking ass the whole time. Or maybe that's what we do need. That's what America wants. Give it to. But it doesn't seem as artful as the whole beginning piece where we have kind of thought out set pieces and different events happening. It's just him on top of a thing and ladies dancing and like hype to it. But I like the artful shit. See, like right to that, like, come on, we ain't complaining. We all know we need the ladies dancing moments, but can't we have more of it just be this kind of artful vibe with that? Give the people both. Sounds super good though, like it's super clear sounding. I can't imagine it's that hype in the stadium with just all the sound speakers in the world, but it sounds super good to us. Falls through the floor when the next set piece moment. Like, obviously all of this is camera work. They have it playing on cameras, but he just fell into the building. I'm pretty sure they're just playing a video while they change him out of this to fit it into some other shit. But that's just, yeah, it's literally a second into it. Now, no auto change, but that seems like it was just recorded. That's all good though. Is that song by Bad Bunny? Because in my mind, we kind of be, I've heard that song so many times. Such a banger of a song. And obviously I'm a little, dull, so it easily could be, but god damn it, that song's by him. Let's go, it's a river. See, look, you have all the dancers in these moments, but it's a cool set piece around the truck, not just him on a stage. The same vibe, entirely shifted to something cool. Do more of that. It's got the same beat for a lot of it, which is fine. And we here cannot talk no shit because 98% of pop music in America and rap songs in America have that same kick drum pattern for all of it too. It gets a little repetitive, but it gets repetitive as hell for us too, so no complaints. Pre-recorded strings for sure. Thank you, Trevor Lawrence. But we get all the actors in there kind of as a set piece. I don't know why it's mostly right pans, but Speaking right to the camera, I'm sure that means something right there. Some full eye contact. Now I'm getting curious. Is there some conspiracy moments in there? That's why that shit got 400 views, 400,000 views. Why the full wedding vibe? I don't quite understand, but it's kind of sick as far as the set piece goes. I ain't gonna complain about that. See, such a sick beat that they have going with this track. You got the classes, you got some of the couple blocks of full Latin percussion rhythm thing happening. Her voice is awesome. This will probably give us some insight into how live this is. If we hear her naked wrong notes or not. We got all the guys playing percussion instruments in view now. You can see what the instrumentation would be if people were playing it. But this shit's all recorded. Her voice is lovely. Let's continue. Yeah, that shit ain't real, bro. It's too perfect. And we hear no ambiance or weird goop. What is a giant stadium? Like, if you want to hear an example of that, just go back to when we were talking every day, and you'll hear, like, oh, it's a stadium. Oh, there's some weird goop from the audio bouncing around everywhere. But it's so sick. Like, listen to some of that raspberry voice, the way they're matching the harmonies to those horn flares. Good job, Trevor Lawrence. I assume he put together, he had, like, a bunch of these last few. But, god dang, you know, that is awesome. Composition is dope. Wacky dance moves. She looked kind of crazy, but she's doing her thing, and especially because she's not actually singing this shit, you gotta just really accentuate your moves, and she's probably thinking about it a lot. Setting some more dancey vibe, all the super Latin feels. I love the Latin percussion. I gotta practice, I gotta learn. Do they all have, like, in your packs? Like, what's happening with that, though? Or at least some of these performers definitely do to keep everybody in time. It's so intriguing how they make such a large performance like this happen. Like, no matter what you want to say about if the music's real or not, that's so many people, so much choreography, so much in and out, and how they make it all happen is so cool. And if they are running in your packs, so, like, even a large number of any of these performers, that's ridiculous. And whoever's running that wireless back there, god damn, brother. Okay. Adding in some crowd mics, or just pre-recorded applause and shit. Love the set pieces though. Like, this is what's most impressive about it all. We got foliage. We got the corner stores. Just kind of vibing, honestly. It's really cool sounding, so I'm just going to go into the performance like we've talked about. I can see this moment somewhere on the socials of him giving his Grammy, of it might be the kid with the ice, it might not be, and either way, and if it represents that or it doesn't, it's sick. And this whole little set piece, we switch the audio of what the TV might sound like, and we just get a diff vibe. And I think that's dope. Look at in-ears. How are they doing? Woo. So let's go. Bringing in more of those Latin instruments, really giving us that vibe, even if it is all pre-recorded. Let's go. The behind-the-scenes star of this shit. I mean, I'm so game for it. I'm so just a little bit devil's advocate. Are people just angry about this because the Super Bowl is like the most American thing that one can think of in a mean fashion? It's the Super Bowl! We're all gonna watch that shit. Throw beers at each other and eat pizza and wings and fucking fight and shit. It's the American Super Bowl, and we have an entirely in Spanish, pretty much, halftime performance, and it's become one of America's largest events. Literally, like, 90% of all the 100 most televised events are the Super Bowl, and this one has a very large Spanish influence. But my perspective is like, fuck yeah, why not? It's the biggest music, and that's who's chosen to do the biggest musical type show-off event of the halftime show. So why not? And he's a Spanish artist, so all his music is in Spanish. So hell yes, let him do his thing. Let him promote that culture. Honestly, it's one of the biggest subcultures in America, or however you're supposed to do that, say that. There's so many Spanish people, Latin culture, however the proper way to say this is, I don't know. But there's so much of that culture in America. It's one of our territories. So is it not just as important to show off that genre of America when America is literally just like a melting pot of cultures? Nobody's from America, bro. We're all from somewhere else. So isn't it so cool to show off one of our largest cultures of that? Isn't that the same thing, kind of, as doing rap, having Kendrick do it? That's one of the biggest American kind of musical art forms and styles and genres. So isn't that showing off the different subcultures of America that kind of melt us into what America is, which is bringing the United States together, of all the people that were immigrated here? We're all from somewhere else. We were all basically prisoners at some time, so it's all kind of around the pot. Don't we want to show off different cultures and make it up? So maybe people are really mad about that. Maybe they aren't. I talked about both sides, why you can and can't be angry about it, but I'm hyped. I'm here for it. Also, such a cool musical styling just to bring together there. We have the like cinematic risers with 808s happening with the big kind of operatic feel. So cool. Yeah, that's a set piece, dude. They're doing like high wire climber dances on electric poles. Whoa, damn. And like that's such a cool shot they have set up. It's very cool, really. They have to be how the R rollings make different rhythms inside the triplet almost. It's nested triplets just because he's rapping in but he's got He's got like little ruffs, little rolls happening with the roll R's within the triplet, leading like an S to feel, making very, very fun, cool rhythms in the raps and melodies of what he's actually saying and singing, which is very cool. You expect nothing less. Like all those Latin rhythms and those more complex rhythms that become their natural stylings and listenings. Their ears are much more advanced, and you get much more of this cool stuff. The art, the beauty, the music of the language itself leads to the music of the thing. Okay, up there, like, don't fall off, don't fall off. That shit ain't scripted, bro. You ain't on a rope, don't fall off. Camera off so he can climb down carefully, calmly. Smart move, drone shot. Core one of the flyers. So I get, oh no, he's still up there. My bad. There's the fly out shot so you can climb down. And just in case he falls, we don't let bad Bunny fall from 12 feet off. Oh my bad. Okay, no, there he is. Yeah, God bless all the Spanish countries, and including America. And as we talked about, America's a melting pot where everybody can come. So you have all of those Spanish countries, people from them residing here, doing their thing, and they should be. Probably some of the most complicated rhythms we've heard on the Super Bowl in a while. Get our ears accustomed to yes please, yes please. Hey, I can't figure that as easy. And now pressing on thank yous, and now we are getting to the hype and walkout part, ending the halftime, and then we'll rant about it maybe a little bit. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. I gotta say, it's not as sick as seeing some of the past few halftime shows. Like Kendrick's was so cool. Seeing some of the live elements that a few of them have done, not just the tracks, have been so cool. The rap one a few years ago, so cool. This one was pretty sick, but didn't hit above the mark for me. Probably, with all honesty, because I don't speak the language. I didn't understand enough of it, and that's not a problem. A lot of these all have the same, but it's Spanish music. So what are we complaining for? All of it is hits, and of course a lot of them have the same. But I will complain that none of it's live, but none of it needs to be live. It's all track-based music with just him singing on top of it, and him doing all that choreo. He doesn't need to actually be singing it. There's no reason to. Most of it is pretty monotone, speaky type rappy singing anyway. Both the features were cool. There's nothing kind of stand out in the sense of being live from them. But the big takeaway is the set pieces were all super cool. The choreography is cool. And it's just fun. The big takeaway to me is this kind of music, Spanish music, Latin vibe music, is fun, groovy, gets people moving, and it has fun, complicated rhythms that kind of help further your listening in your brain. And I hope more and more people get into it. So like, yeah, give all the hate, give all the hate. Well, it was a good show though. It was a good performance. I hope more people get to listening to Spanish-based music so we get more of those Latin rhythms in our ears and brains and get a little bit less unrhythmically cultured in our popular music. Yeah, let's get more of that Bad Bunny style music happening. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was that crazy, but I enjoyed it. I don't think there's too much reason to look too deep into controversy. We talked about, both ways you can kind of look at it. But that ain't my spot. I'm just here talking about the music. That's the Super Bowl halftime show and opening for 2026. I'm sure somebody will be singing the national anthem. I don't necessarily care. So we're skipping that. That's the halftime show. Thanks for watching. Drop me a like, drop me a sub. Peace. All right, that bit's done. That bit's all done. I am kind of curious. Like, we're going to say that in the morning because I want to get hyped with the metal. I'm kind of curious, what are people saying? Why are people angry? It's just did it really though? I believe both of those because like, why would it not be the most viewed? Because it literally has the entire Spanish population invested as well. Plus, other people always watch the halftime shows. Not all of our Spanish speakers want to enjoy the halftime show more now, so that makes more sense. There's also more people, and every year more and more eyes get on football. So I feel like that's a bit of an inflated thing. It is the first one all in Spanish though, which in that video reacting to it, we talked about the pros and cons to that. It's like a really American thing, football, the Super Bowl, but at the same time, really American thing is being a melting pot of culture. So why would you not show that? That's what that was though. That was the right version. They had a all-American halftime show because people are so mad that it was all in Spanish. That's crazy. Get over it. All right, maybe I should watch the video first because maybe I'm just an uninformed boy. I don't know. This is some interesting shit. Let's find out. So what, bro? Bro, this is crazy. It's also kind of like saying if somebody English went and did it over somewhere else that it would be wild to do that. I don't think it equates. If it's the biggest music and that's who gets chosen, it's the biggest music and that's who gets chosen. Sorry, it's late. I worked the whole day. My words are getting fumbled. I mean, yeah, isn't he just talking accurate shit? Like take whatever political side you want. He's just talking accurate shit. Isn't there a difference between just pure shit talk and accurate shit talk? I think we would need to really differentiate that in this day and age. Some of it's just shit talking, but like shit talking that's true. Just gotta go. I'm bored. This is important to know, probably, but I'm kind of bored. And we are going to talk about the story and keep this open, but I think I want to talk about one or two more things before. It's kind of breaking, so it makes it kind of hard to record one, to be honest. So I'm really talking shit here. Damn, I'm really going to edit tomorrow, man. What in hell? I have all this shit that I'm putting together time for my notebook, so I can remind myself that I think at least. Yeah. Are you going to stop recording, Mr. OBS, please? All right. I've listened to that joke. Actually, it's deeper than we thought. There is an island of garbage in Puerto Rico. Bad joke, bad but he's a good comedian. He was just being hateful. Like, isn't there? Let's look up. Let's find out. Fact checking things I hear on podcasts live. Island of garbage in the ocean. Okay, Great Pacific Garbage Patch between California and Hawaii. If we notice what's between there as well, that's crazy. What the fuck is this? They need to do arguments. Bill Burr is right. Bill Burr is right. We need to off the population. I don't know if that's right or not. We're going to have 12. We're going to have 12 streams up, but we did do what we needed to do with recording the Super Bowl. Now we're just going to talk about some shit. We're going to come to something else. Maybe I should just let it die. Okay, so who cares though? Fuck it. We're testing. That's what testing does. You know what I'm saying? So find things out. What can work, what can not. It's 11 p.m. So be really happy worried about it.